I already told TikTok this story, so YouTube, y'all getting the upgraded version. It's a little spicier, got a little bit more detail, and the stuff I left out over there, oh, y'all gonna hear about it today. Now, before y'all get in the comments acting holier than thou, yes, I had some crazy ass moments in my life. I've done some wild shit. Do I regret it? No. Every decision I made through life has got me to where I am today, being real and authentic. Can we stop acting like once a woman admits she has done some foul shit or just some shit in general, that it's the end of the fucking world? Meanwhile, some of y'all laid up with a man that slept with you, your mama, your cousin, your brother, hell, probably your whole damn friend group. Let's be serious. Soon as a woman start playing in the same fields, now y'all clutching y'all pearls. Anyway, let's get into this story time. I was back in my hometown for a weekend. I had a hotel, just coming to visit family. It wasn't really nothing on some serious shit. So I'm in my hotel room, just scrolling through my phone, just relaxing, trying to figure out what I'm gonna eat before I leave the next morning. And my phone buzzed. I looked down and it was her. Now mind y'all, I haven't talked to this woman in like over a year. Not a text, not a phone call, absolutely nothing. I was honestly surprised that I had her number still saved, but I did. I guess part of me knew that she would eventually come to her senses. Then she texted me, said, I heard you were in town. Then for how long and how are you? You know, making small talk. I just told her that I was leaving the next day. Now I'm looking at the little message bubbles show up, move, then stop, then move again. Now y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. That's somebody trying to figure out how they gonna say some shit. Finally, she texted me and said, come over before you leave. Now, this woman has always been indecisive. I could tell she had feelings for me, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't have feelings for her at some point as well. See, the thing about her was she was always fighting herself. One day she'll be all in, and then the next day she'll pull back because she's starting to feel guilty. And honestly, I understood that shit. She's married. Whether she was happy or not, she's still somebody's wife. I never wanted to be the person that's constantly trying to make somebody or convince somebody to choose me. If you wanted me, cool. If you didn't, that was cool too. I wasn't finna beg. Like that was never me. I remember the times we'll be talking all day, texting, laughing, flirting, making plans. Then out of nowhere, she'll go quiet for a couple of days. Then she'll pop back up like nothing fucking happened. At first, I was confused until I had to realize she wasn't confused about me. She was confused about her life. She wanted something different. She was just afraid to go after it. And understand, fear will have you stuck in situations longer than you fucking should be. And the whole time my husband was cheating, like no job, no ambition, nothing. Like I remember we used to sit up and talk for hours. I remember one day when she said I was different. I'm like a breath of fresh air. And that shit stuck with me. Like when she saw me, she used to literally like glow up. Her whole mood would change. She would get happier, like a kid in a fucking candy store. See, I love that. I love making people feel good. I love making people smile, especially somebody that looked emotionally exhausted. And she'll do little thoughtful things too. Buy me little gifts, check up on me, remember stuff I forgot I even told her. And I pay attention to shit like that. But now don't get it twisted. I wasn't sitting around waiting on somebody else's wife. I had plans, goals, dreams. My life kept moving forward. And every time I started to disappear, here she fucking come. Another text, another phone call, another reason for me to start thinking about her again. Matter of fact, this wasn't even the first time we crossed the line. I remember one night we was hanging out in the car at night, talking like we always did. One thing led to another and we started kissing. I could tell we both wanted the same thing. And I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, this shit is about to finally fucking happen. Then out of nowhere, she stopped, pulled back, and she just said, like, I can't. And that was it. I didn't pressure her. I didn't try to convince her. I respected it, honestly. I respected her even more because I could tell deep down she was battling herself. She was trying to be a good girl, a good wife. Even though your husband trashy don't mean that you have to be. But you do deserve happiness. You deserve to feel. After that night, like things started to get weird. Not in a bad way, just different. Like we talked less, life got busy. Let's turn into a year. Then after the year, I honestly thought the shit was over. I thought that chapter was closed. So imagine my surprise sitting in this hotel room after a fucking year, watching these little bubbles of her asking me, can I come over at 11 o'clock at night? I stared at that message a long time because part of me wanted to leave it alone. Part of me wanted to say, I don't need to get into this. Then the other part of me was saying, but you're leaving tomorrow anyway. Terrible fucking logic. But that's exactly how I justified it. I hesitated before texting back and then I just said, fuck it. I'm on my way. Soon as I hit send, she hearted the message. I grabbed my keys, looked in the mirror one good time, put on my little perfume, ran my hand through my lock, made sure my lip gloss was popping. Then I looked at myself and said, man, you really about to do this? I want to tell y'all this, baby, common sense has clocked out for that night. Any type of regret or guiltiness or anything, it was non-existent at this point. The drive wasn't long, but it felt long. See, every red light gave me another chance to just turn the fuck back around. You don't have to do this. I thought about it too. Like, I could have went back to the hotel. I could have ordered some food, watched the movie, and left town the next morning. That shit would have saved me a whole lot of stress. But instead, I kept driving because I don't know. That's just what I do. And the whole time I'm driving there, I'm like, we just gonna talk. It's nothing serious. Knowing good and damn well that wasn't the plan. I pulled up to her apartment. Her husband was gone. I mean, like always, he's never there. Not when she's mad, not when she's sad, not when she needed somebody. So here I am. I sit in my car for a minute just looking at the building, thinking this is your last chance to leave. Nobody saw you pull up. Nobody knows you coming over here. Nobody will ever know that you backed out. But instead, I got out and I walked to her door. Before I could even knock, she opened it like she was waiting on me all night. She looked nervous, shy, like still after all this time. She stepped aside so I could walk in, and I took a look around her apartment. It was very small and very basic. Now, don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with her apartment. But honestly, if you are married to a man or have a full able-bodied man living with you, there's no way you should be living like you single. This place didn't feel like a home when you walk in. It felt empty. So she started to give me a little tour of her apartment. Like, here's the kitchen, living room, the bathroom. Whole time I'm thinking like, girl, this is not why you invited me over here. But I let her do her thing, and looking back, I think it was a way of her trying to calm her nerves down. We sat on the couch for a couple minutes. We caught up on shit. She was talking about, you know, my content, my book, family, old memories. And before long, there wasn't really shit else to be talking about. The conversation started getting shorter and the eye contact started getting long. Y'all know when two people know what's about to happen, but one of them don't want to make the first move? That's exactly how that shit felt. Finally, she stood up and smiled a little and said, you want to see the rest of the apartment? So she showed me around a little bit here and there, like the closets and stuff, before we finally hit the bedroom. I think that was her point of stalling. So when we got to the bedroom door, she hesitated, and then I motioned her to walk in and show me. Whole time I already knew what I was doing. You know, I'm a little slick with it. I got game, you know. Before she could even say anything, I turned her around, grabbed her face, and I kissed her. All that built up tension, I'm finally releasing that on her ass. I wrapped my hand around her neck, started kissing her deeper. She moaned in my mouth, and then I laid her on the bed. The chemistry we've been avoiding all this time has finally caught up to our ass. And y'all already know about the strap. That's not even a question. I bring both of them. I got ready while she laid there watching me, and I'm just telling y'all, like, the intimacy of a woman is just top fucking tier. Her watching me get ready for her. Her eyes glistening, like that shit is beautiful. I spread her legs and I got to work. We in the same bed they sleep in. The same bed they probably say I love you in. And I don't give a fuck. And I'm over there tearing the whole situation down. Only thing I can hear is the sounds her body making and her moaning in my ear. When I go deeper, she dig her nails in my skin, making me grunt a little. Her eyes start filling up. And then I just start kissing her forehead. She was close, real close, like I could tell. The way her breathing would change, the way she would hold her moans in. Before that scream could fully come out, before she could really reach her peak, the bedroom door opens up. Her husband standing right there. I didn't move away because I was just so shocked. He froze too. He looked confused, like his brain couldn't process what the fuck was going on, what was happening. I tried to apologize, like, look, my bad, like, this shit wasn't meant to go down like it's going down. It's not what you think. You know how y'all men be sounding. It's not what you think. I ain't like hell. He looked at me, then at her, then back at me, and then he said to me straight up, how could you do something so low? You my fucking cousin. Y'all, when I tell y'all I didn't have shit to say, because what can I say? I mean, the proof is right here. I was caught, she was caught, and my cousin was standing there looking at both of us. This wasn't some random ass man catching us cheating anymore. This was my cousin, and I knew all this time. She knew, and I knew right there, this night is about to get a whole lot worse, and wait till my family hear about this shit.